By the powers vested in me on behalf of the faculty, I now pronounce you graduates of the School of Engineering and Applied Science at the University of Pennsylvania. I could not be prouder of all of you. The class of 2022 is represented on stage today by Lanting Chiang, who is graduating with both a Bachelor of Science in Engineering and a Master of Science in Engineering in Computer Information Science. Lanting was born in Taiwan. While at Penn, she's explored a variety of interests, with leadership roles in consulting clubs, conducting research in a behavioral science lab, serving as a teaching assistant in a biotechnology lab, and in computer information science courses. She was part of Penn Labs, the Penn Apps development team, and served on Eta Kappa Nu Honor Society for the 2020-21 academic year. She also founded Penn's chapter of the Google Developer Student Clubs and served as a resident advisor in Reepy College House. After graduation, Lanting will be pursuing a career in fintech. Please welcome Lanting Chiang to the podium.
Thank you, Dean Kumar, esteemed faculty and staff, friends and family, for gathering to celebrate this special moment with the Penn Engineering class of 2022. Although we all knew that this day would come, it still feels like a surreal dream. How have we already lived through 4 years of college, almost half of which being locked down in a global pandemic, when freshman year still feels like yesterday? Looking back, we've come such a long way. We've grown from high school graduates who thought we knew everything about the world, to college graduates humbled by the sea of unknowns, while still exhibiting the same passion and spirit of exploration that we had when we started our journey. We've learned how to pull all-nighters and what to prioritize among sleep, academics, and social life. We've developed a clearer picture of what we want in life and what we want to bring to the world. We've challenged one another's perspectives and developed our own understandings of many things, chief among them what engineering is truly about, a problem-solving attitude. At some point in my freshman year, after talking about how delicious, flavorful, and mouth-watering dining hall food was, I asked my fellow Math 114 classmate, I know the formulas, but how do I know which one to use for a specific question? Up to that point, I had always resorted to memorizing the steps for solving each type of question. But that obviously stops working for the variety of calculus questions out there. My friend replied, well, isn't that what engineering is about? Figuring out what tools to use to solve the problem? That was my eureka moment. Beneath the buzzwords of cutting edge, innovation, and interdisciplinary, engineering is fundamentally about applying the right tools to solve the problem. Whether those tools are the basic scientific principles that we learned in chemistry and physics, the algorithms and paradigms we learned in computer science, or even the critical thinking skills we learned in engineering ethics. I was not just cramming information in my head for a degree in a cool-sounding field that will find me a rewarding job. Instead, I was building a fundamental skill and attitude that will benefit me for the rest of my life. Nothing can better illustrate how we built our resilience to failure, our tolerance of uncertainty, and our ability to navigate uncharted waters than the everyday challenges we face as a Penn engineering student. As many of you recall, our assignments were designed to make us struggle, at least to some degree, and for good reason. The instructions described what the goal was in general, but they didn't explicitly tell you how to get there. They depict a possible endpoint, but the path remains unclear. We had to constantly ask questions to get a clear definition of what problem we're trying to solve. We had to quickly pick up new information, synthesize it, and apply our insights to overcome the difficulty at hand. We had to learn how to find and filter relevant information when it's not handed to us in a textbook. We had to identify the bottleneck and think of alternative solutions when we hit a wall. All of these skills are crucial to problem solving. It's almost routine to have to bounce back after realizing that the algorithm that we spent 20 hours to come up with breaks with an adversarial input, or that the components that we spent so much time designing on SolidWorks don't fit together after we've waited hours for them to get 3D printed. Sounds just like life, doesn't it? And so I gradually gained a better understanding of what the space filler word, problem solving, that I put in my freshman year resume truly means. This problem solving attitude is what Penn engineering teaches us. And with it, we built ourselves things like an online queuing system to facilitate office hours and a platform to host virtual club fairs during the pandemic. With the problem solving attitude we built by going through struggle, stress, and frustration, and more importantly, steadying ourselves to overcome them, we are better equipped to address the problems of the future and to face the challenges that life throws in our way. As we get ready to make our mark in the world as engineers, innovators, and entrepreneurs, I'd like to take this opportunity to thank everyone who got me here. My parents for raising me and supporting me, and my country for providing me with a great educational system and a prosperous environment to grow up in. On behalf of my classmates, I'd like to thank our teachers, staff, and peers for their inspiration, and the Penn community for setting us up for success. Thank you all, and congratulations to the class of 2022.